A lot of folks have this question, and it's about rescue donkeys and rescue mules. So,
Yep.
a lot of times, they're there for a reason, but folks will rescue these animals, and now they've got an animal that they want to care for. And that's the case that we have here with Maria. She says, I adopted a little donkey, Rosalita, rescued from Bastrop, LA Killpin. I don't know her history, but I can tell she was abused. She was curious, and my 3-year-old son, she wasn't scared of him, even when she was acting like a Tasmanian devil that she is. She just watched him. She took treats from him. She was gentle with him. We also got her for a companion to my Tennessee Walker. Her rain rot is horrendous, but I can barely touch her to put any medication on her. Would love some tips to help her trust people. I feel as if though she was loved at some point in her 5 years or so. We sit in the stall with her. I've tried brushing her and scratching her when she lets me close. What feedback would you give for Maria on her Rosalita, her 5-year-old rescue?
Number one, folks, and I know a lot of you ain't going to like this because I see pictures all the time of people doing it. Keep your kids away from the mules and donkeys. Because, yeah, they're kind of wondering what's going on. But listen, let me tell you, they are the predator height. And I can tell you some horror stories. I don't want to tell them to you because it's pretty bad, of where these donkeys and these mules have attacked kids, and it's not a pretty sight. It's not a pretty thing. When a donkey grabs a hold of you with his teeth and shakes a kid around, that's a horrible thing to have to see, and the same thing mules. So here's the deal, folks. It's not so much that she's been abused. A lot of people come up with that thinking, well, why isn't Fluffy coming up and wanting to be petted? Because Fluffy's not a dog, folks. He's not a dog, okay? It is an equine. When they hit the ground, they are the bottom of the food chain. So therefore, they have to be ready to run as soon as they hit the ground. It is their nature. Flight because of fright. And they also want to flight because they're the bottom of the food chain. So look, the grooming's not important. The touching them's not important. What's important is you get a lead rope on that mule, that donkey, and you lead them, okay, in order to be able to help them out. The brushing's not important. I've seen so many people, Dave, that started brushing them, thought it was good. The donkey spin and bite them, grab them by the arm. And folks, if you've ever been bit by an equine, it's a horrible feeling. I mean, they bite. It's a serious situation, or they spin and kick you. Listen, get halters on these animals, and don't keep them on, but get halters on them, get the come along hitch on them, and do them, and keep your kids away. All right, sure, put them up on there and lead them around. Good, put a helmet on them. If they're going to be getting around these equine folks, put a helmet on these things, because let me tell you, I've been hurt more, and people have been hurt more on the ground by an equine than they have in the saddle. All right, very, very important. And folks, I'm that's one thing about me is I'm going to tell you the truth. You may not like it, but you don't want to hear and see what I've seen and heard what I've heard. It's a horrible thing. It's nice to pet Fluffy. Everybody wants to pet him. Good. But you understand, this is an equine. They all bite. They all kick. They all run off. So I don't want to hear that you had to run your kid to the hospital because that animal attacked him. All it is they're just trying to protect themselves.